before that did not or cannot attend. So we'll have it with there. So anyways, any questions so far? Yes, sir. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Got it. Pen is the easy one. Any questions? Anything else? You got a pen to take notes?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No.
No, you're good. You're good. We have pens. That's one thing we're not short on. We have a lot of pens. Okay, so we're gonna have to set a few kind of parameters of what we want to do. Starting with like, what's the goal of what we're trying to do and what we're trying to accomplish. But before we start with that, this is your launch boot camp. So with the idea of a launch boot camp, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get a lot of information for you in a short period of time, enough to at least get you where you need to be going forward. We're not going to answer all the questions today. We're not going to get into the intricacies of what I need to do, but you need to walk out of here with knowing an idea of here's what I got to focus on, and here's what I need to do to get my stuff going. Okay. First and foremost, we got to learn a little bit about yourself and what you do. What do you think a real estate agent does? In your opinion, what does a real estate agent do?
I would say
And it's not necessarily, and it's not necessarily one thing. They could be doing a lot of things.
Right.
So whatever comes to mind, tell me. We're gonna throw them out there.
I would say facilitate buys and sells with ethically.
Facilitate sales ethically. Okay. Good. Definitely one of them. What else?
Those are my exact words too.
What else does a real estate agent do? That's it? Facilitate sales ethically?
No, they gotta be knowledgeable. They gotta know. Like if it's an investor, they don't want to send an investor towards like a bad area. They gotta be smart in what they're doing.
So knowledge of local market.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Good. That's another good one for sure. Facilitate sales ethically, knowledge of local market. What else?
Guide people towards the right decision. One of the biggest purchases of their life.
Guide people into making right decision on biggest, let's call it purchase or investment in their life. What else? What else does a real estate agent do?
They talk to the client a lot, whether they're buying or selling.
So
in
they-
case the customer has any questions, they gotta be able to.
So they talk.
answer
What
them. Yep.
what else they
Form relationships with clients, potential clients. Rather.
form relationships? What else?
Build trust.
Very good. What else? I'm not looking for anything in particular. I just want to see where you guys,
Like there's a lot.
for sure. I just want to see where your thought is.
I'd say he
The-
makes or she makes the transition for a buyer or seller much easier or less tedious than them doing it on their own.
So facilitate and streamline the process. Very good. Make it a little bit more.
Easier for the individual.
Make it a little bit more, yes, easier for them to handle, yes, and easier for them to take care Okay, very good. Very good. Among many other things. So there's two aspects of the real estate agent. You can start taking notes on that because you'll start putting it in your mind. You guys have the right idea, but it's gonna make you think about it in a different dimension.
Okay.
There are two different tasks or type of tasks that a real estate agent do. Two types. And we're not gonna talk about the intricacies of tasks. I'm just gonna mention what the categories of those tasks are so that you're aware of what you need, what the real estate agent does. The first type of task that a real estate agent does is the actual job. And then there's the career of it. The first type of work that the real estate agent does is the actual job of the real estate agent. What does the job entail? Job entails classic performances around, I gotta get up and show a house. I gotta open a lockbox. I gotta get in front of a seller. I gotta do a listing presentation. I gotta learn how to handle an objection. I gotta know how to fill out a form. I gotta know how to go to Real Comp and search. I gotta know how to design a flyer. I gotta go, right? Yeah. So these are jobs, the job part of it, which has tasks. The jobs of the real estate has the tasks attached to it. You need to learn. And this, I would say, is the easy part about the real estate. It's not that hard to learn how to write an offer. It's not that hard to learn how to open the lockbox. It's not that hard to learn how to create a flyer. It's not that hard to learn how to present. It's not that hard. The tough part is the longevity of it or making the career, which the fuel to it is going to be relationships. That part of the real estate is what determines whether or not you're going to have a career in real estate moving forward for a long period of time. This, yeah, I know how to do real estate. I know how to do the basic tasks of real estate. I show up, I know what I need to do. This is what's going to tell you, are you doing it on how many people and for how long? And are you sustaining that to be able to do repeat and be able to do more and more and more and more and scale it? This is what's going to scale your business. And this is the, I would say, hard but simple. We want the hard. It's hard, but it's not difficult in the terms of like what I need to do. It's a simple thing. The formula of real estate, if someone was to tell me, well, Wael, I just started in real estate, which is the case for you guys. I just started in real estate. Where should my focus be? Should I focus more on the job part of the real estate? Or should I focus more on the career part of the real estate? I'll say, if you have to pick, first of all, you should focus on both. You should learn how to do real estate in terms of the tasks. Thank you. You should know how to do real estate in terms of the tasks, but you should also understand that learning the tasks alone isn't enough. I need to build on that into a career and build more relationships and whatnot. But if you were to ask me, coming into real estate, would I rather, if I only can pick one, would I rather learn the job of the real estate or would I rather get into the career of the real estate? What would your guess be?
If you just got in, for you,
You just got in and you can only pick one.
job.
I would say career.
Okay, career is the answer. Career is the answer. If you only had to pick one, the job is only going to take you, once you learn it, you're done. The ceiling is there. Now you learned how to do an offer. You learned how to write an offer. You learned how to take a listing. You have nobody, no relationships to apply that on. Versus you going out there and focusing on the relationships and focusing on adding more relationships and adding more relationships, the job becomes very easy. If I don't learn it today, I'll learn it tomorrow. If I don't learn it tomorrow, I'll learn it in 6 months. If I don't learn it in 6 months, I can learn it in a year. And even if I learn it, it's always improving and I can enhance on it and add more to it and change it. Heck, I might even find someone that can help me with it. No one can help you build the relationships.
So you're building the job in the process of the relationships.
Absolutely.
You're learning, sorry.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You are learning. You're going to need to learn the job as you're doing this. So sitting in a classroom, just for the sake of sitting in the classroom, does us no good. None of us here are looking to become PhD in real estate. None of us here are looking to teach real estate on the college level. We are only going to be learning, write that down, learning for the sake of earning. I'm going to be learning for the sake of earning. I am not going to be learning just to learn. So I want to focus on what are my dollar producing earning activities of my real estate, and then I'm going to learn what is it that I need to do to continue to earn.
Everything that comes along with it.
Exactly. It's going to be part of it. If you have a relationship with a buyer that wants to buy a property, writing the offer is going to be part of it. But writing the offer isn't the start. See, a lot of people focus on, I got to learn how to write an offer. That's awesome. You learned how to write an offer. Now, who are we going to apply it on? You learned how to do a listing appointment, and you're the perfect listing appointment. You rehearsed it, and you did it 4 or 5 days a week, and you handled every objection, but you never got on the phone and talked to nobody through the relationship building to try to apply what you just learned on to earn. So you can go a year learning. If we don't match it with earning, what's going to happen to your career in real estate? It's going to be short-lived. It's going to be short-lived. So we need to earn. We need to earn along the way with learning. It's kind of like you're holding 2 buckets, right? So I want you to think of this as holding 2 buckets. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I want your confidence out there to reflect that. A lot of us go out there right now and say, man, I don't know much, so I better not say anything. When the reality should be, people that are out there don't care so much about what you know. They care about whether you care and you are in relationship with them or not. People are going to deal with you because of you, not because of what you know. No one cares how much information Wael has, how much information Randy has, how much information Tommy has, how much information Yusuf has. Yusuf, correct? Huh? Mahmoud, sorry. Mahmoud. Sayyid, last name? Sayyid, yeah. I have too many names, so that's why so Mahmoud. No one cares how much information we have. But what they care is, Mahmoud a good guy? Does he care about me and my family? Does he have my best interest in mind? I'm going to work with him. 100%. Mahmoud knows how to write an offer or doesn't know how to write an offer? I don't know. I honestly don't care. He's going to figure it out. Yeah. But Mahmoud, we want that house. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Thank you for facilitating. Thank you for your local knowledge of the market. Thank you for all that stuff. That's great. But we trust you that you have our best interest in mind. Help us get that house. And for me to help you get that house, I got to get back to the technical stuff. Then I seek the help. Where do I go to write it? How do I write it? That's easy. Without this, there's nothing for us to apply this knowledge on. So my advice to you guys, it's a scale. Learning and earning, they're going to go hand in hand. But if I have to pick one and where do I put my focus, be out there. Go build those relationships. Go add to your database. And we're going to talk about why is it important in real estate, why database is going to be important in real estate. Okay. Any questions so far on what we talked about?
So the basis of everything goes based off trust.
Off of relationship. And we're going to talk about that. Off of relationship. Okay. People do business with people who they know, like, trust. In that order. In that order. How can someone trust you if they don't like you?
Of course.
How can someone like you if they don't even know you? How can I like someone I don't even know? It's impossible. I first have to know them. So the focus gotta be in real estate. I gotta get to know as many people as possible. Some are gonna like me, some are not gonna like me, and that's okay. Some I'm gonna like as a real estate agent. Some people that I get to know, I'm going to like to want to work and help, and some others I'm gonna say, you know what, man, me and him don't see eye to eye. I'm not gonna like him. I'm okay. I'm not concerned about helping them. They don't like me, I don't like them. That's the extent of the relationship. I get to know them. But if I know them and I like them enough, I want to work on building that trust over time. That's going to allow me to help them when it comes to the real estate sales or when it comes to real estate. Now, two things we want to make a distinction on. Why we talk about relationship? Why I talk about relationship more importantly than I talk about the tasks, which is the transaction, the transactional part of it. Why am I talking more about the relationship? More importantly, or more focused on that over the transactional part of it.
Because like you said, without a relationship, you don't have a transaction.
Correct. But why am I putting more emphasis on the importance of a relationship-based transaction?
You're building your career.
But why?
For repeat.
Referrals?
Okay, but why? Why am I focused on the relationship part of the business as opposed to the transaction part of the business?
What makes you better as a sales rep?
All those are great answers. The reality of the situation is this. The product that we are dealing with dictates that we focus on relationship. Write that down. The product that we're dealing with dictates that we focus on the relationship. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by the product that we are dealing with? What is the product that we're dealing with?
Your customer.
Right. What is the product?
Client, rather.
Client.
The
What is?
product is the house they're buying.
Thank you. It's the house, who for some people it's called the home, who for some people it's called the rental, who for some people it's called the investment, right? Regardless of what the label of that is,
Same product.
it's the same product. However, the nature of that product, the nature of the product that we are dealing with, the nature of the product that we're dealing with dictates that the relationship comes first. And the reason being is you are selling one of the most important items one can ask for. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that. There are people who go their entire life without buying a home. They're born, they live throughout life, they die, and they were never homeowners. It's not the American dream for no reason. It's not the American dream for no reason. Really, truly, owning a home or being a homeowner is an American dream. It's an accomplishment in its own. So how much emphasis do you think people put on that particular purchase or on that particular sale? A lot. On the contrary, if I was to say, Mahmoud, we're looking to get some plastic bags for the house. I want those plastic bags, the ones that open up. What does Mahmoud first thing does to go find those plastic bags? Is he contacting a plastic bag expert?
No, you go to any common store and grab it.
Mahmoud's gonna go and do the transaction. Mahmoud's gonna go and do a transaction. He's gonna go on Amazon, look up plastic bags, and he's gonna find like one for 15 cents a bag, and then he's gonna find that Costco has it for 12 cents, the same bag. He's gonna say, I'm gonna go to Costco. Does he care who runs Costco? Does he care who that person is that's going to be packaging it, putting it together? All he cares for is transaction, because the product is very minuscule. The product is very transactional. If I don't like the bag, I can buy another bag at a relatively inexpensive cost. If I make the wrong decision on my house, home, rental investment, how easy or how hard is it to make up?
Hard.
Very hard.
Very hard.
You'll lose depending on, market and everything like that, but
The wrong advice,
yeah.
depending on all the stuff that you guys talked about.
Yep.
I could have gotten the wrong knowledge of the local market. I could have gotten the wrong decision. I could have ended up with someone who I thought I could trust, but they weren't trustworthy. So it's very hard for people to trust, anyone when it comes to buying and selling their home. And that's why the reward in this business is high. If it was easy, everybody will be making a whole lot of money. There's a reason why commissions are where they're at. Does that make sense? The commission for someone selling plastic bags is in no way, shape, or form should equate the commission someone makes from selling real estate. And someone selling real estate should in no shape or form equate the amount of money that someone should make from brain surgery. Get it? The more you get specialized with the task, write that down. The more you get specialized with the task, the higher the potential to make money becomes. The higher potential to earn income follows. The more you become specialized. If you do something that everyone else does,
It's just another thing. Just another person doing it.
correct. Could I charge a premium for something that everybody else does at no charge?
Definitely not.
Definitely not. It's near impossible. If you come to me and you say, well, I do 1, 2, 3, and I charge you X amount to do this work for you. I'm a professional and I handle it and I do 1, 2, 3. And I'll say, Tommy, that's awesome. The same thing that you're telling me about, someone else does it and they don't charge me.
Fraction of the price.
Fraction of price. So what do I have? What choice am I left with?
You're gonna go with the cheaper route.
I am going to the cheaper route,
100%.
right? Because of the fact that I am going to be putting value on scarcity. Write that down. Value is based on scarcity.
But Dearborn homes are so much.
Everything in life,
For a 1,200 square foot.
everything in life, everything in life. This is basic economics.
Yeah.
This is basic economics.
Supply and demand,
The more scarce the item is, the more valuable it is. So if I'm going to go to Mahmoud, and Mahmoud is a specialist, he's an ophthalmologist, he specializes in retina, right? For children. So he's a pediatrics ophthalmologist, retina specialist. There's probably 1,000 of Mahmoud in the entire world. How valuable is he? Haha. Versus, and nothing to take away from any job, and I don't mean this versus being a greeter at Myers. Hello, welcome to Myers. How crucial and how critical is the amount of money that this guy can earn for handling that task? Get it? Same thing in real estate. If you're just going to do the task of real estate without creating everything else that comes with it, your career is going to plateau at one point, and it's going to take another level and another level to build it. That's why the focus is always on the relationship. So with that said, the number one goal for you guys today, going forward, the number one goal for you add people. We're going to talk about what that means. Add people to my database or enhance existing relationships in my database. So what am I talking about? What's my goal on a daily basis in real estate? Remember what I told you.
Talk to as many people
Put
as
yourself
possible.
out there, yo.
If my goal in real estate every day is to just learn how to write an offer, I'm going to be done in a week. If my goal every day in real estate is to learn how I search on RealComp, I'm going to be done in a month. If my goal every day is to wake up and learn how to create a flyer, I'm going to learn that in 2 hours. And I'm done. That can't be the goal. My goal on a daily basis is relationships. The name of the game is relationships. And I'm going to do one of two things. Your database is formed of people that don't know you, plus people that know you. That could be your potential database. Do we have more people that don't know us or people that know us? Don't know us. So my goal constantly, this is the don't know bucket, right? And this is the know me bucket. So this is the do not know me bucket. And these are the people that know me bucket. And the size of my database of people that know me varies. How old are you, Mahmoud? 27. How old are you, Tommy? 30. He's been on this earth longer than you. The natural, not necessarily the true fact, but the natural fact is he may know more people just because he's been on this earth longer. Not necessarily need to be the actual truth. I'm just saying the natural. So some people come to this real estate saying, I don't know anybody. Just graduated college or just graduated high school. I really don't know anybody. Okay. Some people come and they say, I have a whole lot of people. Regardless, the equation or the formula is this. You either have to add people and enhance people. So if I come to my database and I ask you, how many people know you? And of those people that know you, how many know that you do real estate? And I do the same thing for Tommy. How many people know you? And how many people of those who know you know that you do real estate? That's your starting point. That's your starting point. Your number one goal is to add people to your database or enhance the existing relationship. Number one goal is we got to let them know that I do real estate. Number one goal is I got to get in front of them and let them know I do real estate. I handle real estate. And then the goal for this over time is I'm going to grow my bucket, right? I'm going to grow my bucket of real estate and I'm going to do more and more of it. All right? Now, my goal is to get people to know me. If I don't have enough people that know me, my goal is to get people to know me. Because remember, guys, what did we say the formula was? Yeah, what's the first step?
Get to know you, they like you, they trust you.
Right. So my first step is I got to get people to know me. I got to get people to know me, right? So people got to get to know me first. That's my number one goal. How do I get people to know me?
Market, introduce
Combination of
yourself.
stuff, right?
Yeah, a bunch of
I'm going
charity
to
events.
have to advertise. I'm going to have to market. I'm going to have to call. I'm going to have to meet, right, etc. I got to get in front of people. So my goal is I gotta get in front of as many people as possible. Where do I go to find the people?
Local businesses.
Where is a buyer or a seller right now?
Everywhere.
Thank you. Who is a buyer or a seller? Everyone. Because of the nature of the product that you are selling, let's call it selling, even though you're not selling, we're facilitating. The product sells itself, by the way. I don't need to convince someone they need a home or don't need a home or what. They need a shelter,
Yeah, it makes
right?
sense, yeah.
Exactly. So everyone is either a buyer, a seller, a tenant, wants to become a buyer, is already a buyer, is becoming a seller, is already a seller. Get it? Everyone that you're dealing with is a potential person that you can add to your database. And you got to get to know as many people as possible. We got to cast a big wide net because this is a numbers game. At the end of the day, this is a numbers game. And when we talk about numbers game, I want you to understand one thing. Your database is going to have contacts and it's going to have, let's call them leads, right? I want you to understand this formula. Your database is going to be composed of two different types of information. It's going to have contacts and it's going to have leads. There's a significant difference between a contact and a lead. Contact is someone in your database who you have a two-way conversation with about real estate at some point. Contact is someone who you had a two-way conversation with about real estate at one point, meaning they know what you do, you know what they do, and they know that in the event someone is looking to buy or sell, or they're looking to buy or sell, they can think of you. A lead, on the other hand, is someone who you may had a one-way conversation with. What's a one-way conversation? What's an example of a lead as a one-way conversation?
You calling someone based off like,
Hey, I'm looking to purchase.
And they never answered.
okay,
They clicked on their ad, but you haven't connected with them. A lead came through a website, through the internet. They clicked, they came, they said, yeah, I'm interested in more information, Randy, send it to me. Right? Until this lead engages in a two-way conversation with you about real estate, they're not contacts yet. So in your database, will you naturally have more leads or more contacts?
leads.
Yeah, I would say leads, for sure.
Naturally.
Yeah.
You have more people that you're trying to reach out to than people who are actually engaging in a two-way.
People that actually know you, yeah.
And your game that you're going to be playing, it's going to be the database funnel. We're going to play this game. The database funnel. If you understand this database funnel, you're going to do very well in real estate. If you understand database funnel, you're going to do very well in real estate. The database funnel is this. Leads come here. Right? They come from all sorts of places. Leads come from an ad that you put out. Leads come from a website. Leads may come from Zillow. Get it? Leads may come from homes.com. They may come from an open house. They may come from a mailer. You get the idea? They may come from you calling. They may come from a list. They may come from X and X and X. This is where the leads are coming. The bigger the funnel, the more leads that are coming in, the more number of leads that are coming in, the more opportunity or chances you're going to have at converting them into a contact. Of these, the ones that engage in a two-way conversation, they become contacts. They become, we're going to call them C. C for contact, right? They're going to become contacts. So if you have 1,000 leads, of the 1,000, maybe 25, 30, 40, 50 of them become contacts. Over time, it changes. Some leads never answer. They get replaced by other leads. Some become contacts. Some become contacts and they do business. We're going to talk about it. Some become contacts and they stay contacts, right? But the idea is, that's the funnel. What happens when you pour olive oil into a funnel? Starts off with like you're grabbing a big bucket of oil, and then by the time you're trying to fill it, you're filling up only so much, right? The bigger the funnel, what's going to happen to the opening on the bottom? It's going to become bigger. There's no way that the funnel is this big with an opening of this big. It won't work. But so every time the funnel changes in size, it's going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. Right? So the idea is each one of us will have a different size of funnel. Each one of us is going to have a different size of funnel depending on their efforts in lead generation. So if you go out there and you say, my only source of leads is this, your funnel may look something like this. Someone else may come in and say, well, I do a lot more lead generation. I have a bigger. Your funnel may look like this. Now, who has a higher chance or a better chance of making? Again, it's a chance. It's an opportunity. It's a potential. Doesn't mean you're going to unless you act on it. But who has the higher chance or a better chance of making money? Someone with a bigger funnel is going to fill their bucket more, or someone with a smaller funnel? Bigger funnel. Now, watch how this plays out going forward. My contacts, now I'm having a two-way conversation. Through proper follow-up, through staying in touch, and I'm going to talk about why it's important to stay in touch. Through staying in touch, through follow-up, the contacts become a buyer and a seller. Yes? If you're working with 2 buyers versus someone who's working with 10 buyers, who has a chance of getting a deal under contract quicker? If everything else is equal, someone's working with 10 potential buyers, someone working with 1 potential buyer.
You're gonna get a quicker deal?
Who's
10.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, he has more opportunities to close a deal.
He has more opportunities at bat.
Numbers game.
Yep, numbers game. He's batting more. He's taking more free throws. He's going to make more buckets. You're going to take more shots. You're going to make more buckets. You played soccer?
No, rugby.
What is it?
Rugby.
Rugby. Beautiful. Rugby. I know nothing about rugby, except I know that they. But in rugby, I'm sure you can find the same illustration. The team that has more chances at attempting, so let's take soccer for example. If you don't take shots, and you take less shots, if you take no shots, what are the chances of scoring a goal?
None.
If you take 2 shots versus 40 shots, who has a higher chance of scoring a goal?
40.
The 40. So in rugby, I'm interested in rugby. What's the scoring like? What are those attempts?
It's kind of just like football, if you want to say it. It's just more of a team effort. Like you can always, before the ball goes down, you have a chance to pass it. So
Perfect.
It got to stay off the ground.
So if we have more chances of keeping the ball off the ground, who is the team that's likely more to score? The team that puts it more off the ground. All we're saying here, the more you give yourself a chance to get more and more and more in your database, grow that database and get more leads coming in that become contacts, you have a higher chance of working a buyer or seller. What is this buyer and seller going to tend to? become under contract. They're going to go pending. What's the next step from going under contract now that they found the home and they're in the process? Closing. Make sense?
Oh yeah.
If I have one under contract versus 5 under contract, or 6,
That one backs out, you're cooked.
that one backs out, I made 0.
Yeah.
Of the 6, 1 backs out, I still have 5.
Absolutely.
Of the 3, 1 backs out, I still have 2.
Absolutely.
So who has a higher chance of making more money?
The one with the more listings.
Now, why? You understand the funnel?
Yep.
You understand why it's important to. What can you control?
You could
How many
control it.
people you talk to?
You can control this,
The lead.
how many people you add, and you can control this. Everything else will follow. Yes, part of it is skill that you will learn as part of the job. You'll become better. Part of it is efficiency that you will learn as part of the but no one's going to teach you. No one's going to wake you up. I am not going to go home, honk the horn, wake up Mahmoud and tell him, yalla, time to go to work. Time to go talk to people. I am not calling on behalf of him to build him the relationships.
It's only going to benefit him at the end of the day.
Whose relationships are going to be built? His. I can help him how to write an offer. I can help him how to get the deal smoothed out. I can help him with objections. I can help him with where to go to find this, where to go find that. But at the end of the day, it's up to Mahmoud and it's up to Tommy, right? To go up there and make the connections and talk to people. I can't talk to people on your behalf.
You gotta be consistent. Show up every day.
Now, the beauty of what we do and what the reason the focus is on the relationship, as opposed to the transaction, in part has to do with the type of product that I was talking about, but it also has to do with a very simple notion. Time, or you're going to call it life. Desire to move. Or the need. This is a graph. You guys didn't think you're going to be doing graphs for college, but we're going to do a graph, right? Over time, the desire to move fluctuates. And it goes something like this. Over time, the desire to move fluctuates. You start off, you're a little kid, you're at home, you have no desire to move. Oh, all of a sudden you became an adult. Hey, time to move. Your desire to move is at its all-time high. Then you make the move, and you sit in their home, and everything is fine, and whatever, and
You get comfortable.
And
Environment.
now you meet a girl, and you and her like each other, and you want to do things, and now you want to move, and whoa, your desire to buy a home, a bigger home,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Then you and her are living in the home, everything is fine, and life is good, and poof, she gets pregnant, and poof, all of a sudden you're having twins, and the 2-bedroom is now tight. Oh, I need a bigger home. Keep going. Your kids grow up, they go to school. Now the home gets empty, too big of a home. Everybody moved out, it's just you and your wife. Now it's time to sell and downsize. You understand what's going on?
Yep.
Okay. Statistics show, and this is statistics. So, statistics show 5 to 7 years, and it varies.
Really?
Sometimes 7 to 10 years,
Wow.
5 to 7 years, depending on the generation, depending on Gen X, Gen Z, Gen P, Gen E, whatever the, right? Baby boomers. But people move. roughly around every 5 to 7 years, sometimes 7 to 10 years. Now, this is a range. Can people move sooner than that? Sure. Absolutely. Can people move and not move, buy and not move ever? Of course. We're talking about on average. Now, in real estate, if I know why, this is not just real estate, this is life, but I want you to think in real estate. If I know why people buy and sell, if I can tell, or if I know, not when, but why people buy and sell, I can speak to that. Yes or no? Say yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I know why someone would want to do something, isn't it easy for me to speak to it?
Absolutely.
If I know why you're here, and you're here to make money and to sell houses and grow yourself and do the things you do, it's easy for me to speak to, like, here's what you need to do to get this done, and you're gonna connect.
It gives you an objective.
So if I know why people buy and sell, I can speak to it. Or I can focus on it. So let me find out. Let's talk about why do people buy and sell? Why do people buy and sell?
Home too big, home too little, neighbors, all types of stuff.
Right? It's because of
Life.
events.
Yep.
People buy and sell based on life events. Very rarely, if at all, people buy and sell based on war,
Oh yeah, doesn't matter.
GDP, inflation, unemployment. Those are all factors that affect. These are all factors that affect the industry in terms of supply and demand and in terms of pricing and all that stuff. However, the desire to buy or sell is never affected by anything economical. The desire to buy or sell is strictly based on life events. We can sum those life events in what we call the 6 Ds. There's 6 Ds. First life event why people buy and sell, death. Death.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Someone, God forbid, dies. Now the home is too big. They need to downsize. Now someone is, God forbid, passed out in a family. They need to move closer to family members. Then they sell the home or buy a home or do whatever they need to do to get to the other. Death is one of the reasons why people buy and sell. So if I know why people buy and sell based on death, where should I place myself in that world? Maybe I gotta talk to funeral home
I
directors.
was gonna say that.
Maybe I gotta talk to someone who does cemetery. Maybe I gotta talk to someone who does estate sales. Maybe I gotta talk to somebody who is doing probate, right? Maybe I gotta talk to somebody who is working closely with death-related events and activities, because they're gonna be in front of people who are going to be ready to do that type of thing. Second D, why people buy and sell. If they don't die and they can't kill them, they end up divorcing them. If they can't kill them, they divorce them. Divorce is another big reason why people buy or sell. Yes or no?
100%.
So,
The wife wants half, she wants a house, whatever the case may
right.
be.
And then because of the nature of the product that we are doing, which is a shelter, more than likely, even in a divorce, you end up with someone wanting to move to another spot. So not only you're helping with the sale of one asset, you'll probably be helping with trying to locate one of the two parties, if not both, but at least you have an opportunity to it. So maybe a divorce attorney might be my good contact, might be someone who I should be close to or be in touch with. Because I may not know people who are getting divorced. They're not going to share it with me, but they're sharing it with their attorney. So if I have good relationships with the attorney and I build they know me, the attorney knows me, the attorney the attorney trusts me. Let's go back. The attorney knows me, the attorney likes me, the attorney trusts me. Guess where I'm going to be coming in? I'm going to be coming in highly referred to their client, who, by the process of osmosis, mitosis, whatever you want to call it, are going to automatically get to know me, like me, and trust me based on the recommendation. They know, like, and trust their attorney, and the attorney knows and likes and trusts you. They're going to be knowing you and liking you and trusting you enough to handle it. Just like you would recommend anybody. Just like when someone asks, do you have a painter? And you say, man, I know this guy, I like him a lot, he's really trustworthy, he does a great job. I'm not. If I trust you and I like you, I'm taking your word. I'm saying, okay, let me talk to this guy. Please come give me an estimate or let's start the work. You get the idea? So if I'm going to go in front of somebody who is in that world, it's going to put me more at bats with people who are having that type of life event. Third life event, dependence. More kids. Newlyweds. Wife is pregnant, having twins, the family needs a bigger home. I gotta get in front of growing family. I gotta get in front of people who are growing, right? Pediatricians are a good source for that. They've seen families with kids or whatever. Gynecologists are a good source for that. Wife is, family, oh my God, you guys moved? Yeah, having triplets. Oh my God. But we live in a 1-bedroom. Think about
wedding planners even.
Thank you. Wedding planners, event planners, right? Flower shops. Get the cake places, singers. You get DJ. Okay, you get the idea. Fourth one, deficiency. People sometimes sell and buy due to deficiency. Deficiency meaning can't afford it. They can't afford it. Foreclosure, bankruptcy, loss of a job, right? Loss of a family member that died and now they can no longer afford to keep the home. So if I get in touch with a foreclosure attorney, bankruptcy attorney, estate planner, probate attorney, bank-owned, an asset manager at a bank, it's going to put me more at bats with people who I'm going to be in front of. Number 5, dividends, which is completely the opposite of deficiency. Some people buy and sell because they want to make more money. If they're an investor, they might be looking to buy a rental property so they can collect dividends, which is income monthly. Some people might sell the property they have because they want to use the proceeds of it to buy a bigger project. I know a lot of investors that would want to sell 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 properties to turn around and take that property, to take the proceeds and buy something else. So if I put myself in front of investors that are looking for, who is in front of a lot of investors? Financial planners, stockbrokers, right? Financial analysts, private client group, bankers who deal with private client group, clients who have a net worth of over X amount of money. They don't handle the banking in a general capacity. They have an assigned private banker. So if I get to know a private banker, do you think he has good relationships with his people? 100%. And if that private banker gets to know me, like me, and trust me, what's that private banker going to do to me in front of his people? Refer me. And I'm going to come in highly referred because I earned his trust I'm going to work on earning the trust of the, right? But it puts me at a different. Deployment. Also, it's a fancy word for relocation. People buy and sell because in the United States of America, we move.
Based off job, you're saying?
Yes, deployment, relocation based on job. Someone gets a job in Iowa, they have to sell their home in Michigan, or someone's coming from Iowa to Michigan, they need to find a home. I can get into a referral network, right? Movers, moving companies are in front of people who are moving. HR, human resource people, are taking what? Taking applications of people who are coming, they're offering jobs to people who are coming, and they're relocating from whatever it is they're relocating. What do you think they need? Are they going to live in the car? Are they going to live in the street? They're going to need a shelter. They're going to need a home. That's why the importance of what you do. Dividends, deployment, death, divorce, dependence, deficiency. Those are all life events. Now, my question to you, I want to introduce a communication curve over time that's going to follow this stuff. And the reason I want to introduce this curve, can you tell me when someone will die? Can you tell me when someone will get a divorce? Can you tell me when someone will have kids? Can you tell me when someone may run through an issue with payment, deficiency, bankruptcy? Can you tell me when someone may have money that want money that do money? Can you tell me, I'm talking about pin it down to a date.
Sure,
Can
there's signs, but
correct. Can you pin it down to when they're going to get offered another job? No. However, when they're ready here and here and here and here, what took place? I guarantee you, one of these. Yes or no? Say yes.
Yes.
One of these took place when they were ready. Remember what I told you the example? You started life, you were a little kid, and you grew up, you lived with mom and dad, and you didn't care about home. Now all of a sudden, wow, you're an adult, time to move. You're an adult, you want to move, you need a bigger spot, you need a bigger place, you need a rental income, you need whatever. Then you met a sweetheart and you want to build a family, and now you have kids. Well, dependents. Now you go, kids moved out, went to college, now I need to downsize. Right? You can even add downsize here to your, I want to add it as a bonus 7th. Downsize. I'm going to add it as a bonus. It's a good one. I didn't even think about that. The next class we'll get it as 7Ds. So that's a bonus. So downsize, right? If I want to introduce communication curve, I'm going to say, Mahmoud, Tommy, man, can you find out when this will happen? Because I want to call them. I want to be able to be in touch with them when that happens. You're going to tell me what? Okay. Impossible, what? Impossible. But here's what I tell you could do. If you stay in communication, this is your communication. If you stay in communication, at one point, what's going to happen here?
I'm gonna notice the repeat.
It's going to match. And if you stay in communication here, what's going to happen? Repeat. And if you stay in communication here, what's going to happen? Repeat. This is your communication curve. I can't control when to do it. I can control the frequency of it. 99% of agents fail this. You shouldn't. 99% of agents fail this. Here's how they fail it. You ready how they fail it? Here's how they fail it. They get excited. This is a client, right? This is the journey of a client, is it not? Mm-hmm. This is one client journey. So right now you get on the phone and you call someone. Hey, how's it going? Sort of play. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, very good, man. You know, things are going well. Just calling. You know, I just wanted to let you know, this is a friend of yours or someone you know. You know, I started my real estate career, and I'm super excited. I'm loving to help buyers and sellers. So if you or anyone you're interested in looking to buy or sell, keep me in mind.
I will for sure do that.
We'll for sure do that. Let's say the answer to him was, we just bought a house. Like we just bought a house, not even a year ago. So where are they on the, they're here, right?
Yep.
They're here on the interest in possibly buying anything. What most agents do, what do, Randy?
They disconnect right away.
Call us. Let me go to another client journey. As opposed to staying in touch over time, they disconnect here. They disconnect here and they go look for the next shiny object. They go look for the next, they want to find this. And they find themselves having to do it every day, all the time from scratch. I want you to remember something. Here's the problem. Know, like, and trust. All these take time. When this moment happens, when this takes place, they already have someone in mind. You're too late to the game.
Yep.
If I wake up and I say, oh my God, you're pregnant. Oh, that's awesome. Let's call our agent. There's no way, shape, or form I am not going to have in mind who has been in touch with me, who's been talking to me, who's been doing it.
100%.
I am going to be calling this guy. This is the guy who I've been following up with me when I didn't need a home. Here's the guy who's been checking on me and saying hello when I meant nothing to him. If I all of a sudden become interested on the spot, am I transactional or am I a relationship? No. If I become interested right on the spot,
On the spot transaction.
I'm becoming transactional. I don't care about your life or what happened or how many kids you've had or what your journey's been like. We've never been in touch. I care. Oh, you want to see this home? Yeah, okay. Right?
Yep.
People don't want to deal with, when it comes to home, they don't want to deal with a transactional person. They want to deal with a relationship-based person. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to talk to the person all the time and try to get in touch with him all the time so that when this life event takes place, I'm the person who they're going to think of. I told you 99% of the agents drop it because they want to go to the other stuff. Same percentage of agents do the transaction for the client and they forget about them in the rest of their journey.
Yeah, that client will eventually want to sell or buy, like you said, later on down the road.
So 5 years after you closed on his home, he'll forget about you.
Yeah, he will.
He'll say, who helped us? I don't even know, man. Last time I talked to them, I haven't heard from them since we closed.
5 years, a long
Probably
time.
not doing it anymore, is what they're, another thought.
They're just not in your world.
Yeah.
So we need to stay in touch so that next time it comes in, this is the repeat. This is the referral. This is the repeat. Get it? Versus me doing it once, transaction. This is a relationship. This is a relationship building over time. Okay? Do we understand this?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very important to get that because if you want to build a sustainable business, the relationships over time, the follow-up over time, the activity that you do over time is what's going to produce the results. Now, okay, well, that's great. Where do I need to go to do business and how do I need to think about business? I don't have 5 to 7 years. I don't have 5 to 7 years to wait for someone who's ready.
Right.
I want business today. So I want you to think about real estate in terms of two things. The business timeline. The business timeline. The business timeline. We are going to be talking in terms of the lowest hanging fruit first. If you go to a tree, if you're walking in an apple orchard, you come by a tree and you want to grab an apple.
Grab it from the lowest point.
You're going to grab the lowest hanging fruit first.
Correct.
And then grab that first hanging fruit. It's easier. Otherwise, you need a ladder, and you need a thing to clip, and you know, even though that fruit might be a little bit, more interesting, it takes a long time, and you have 10 minutes, and then you got to get back. You grab the lowest hanging fruit. So in terms of business timeline, here's you. There's going to be business today that you would want to do. Business today, which is here. What's the definition of business today?
More transactional than a relationship.
More transactional. So what's a business today? What could be a form of business today?
Like a listing agreement.
Right. So beautiful. Step before the list. Before you got the listing agreement, what was it?
The combo between you and the client.
Client. What was before that? The phone call?
The lead, sure.
Okay. What was it before? Why did you call him? Business today. So what were they?
They
were a lead.
applying. They applied somewhere to let you know they're looking.
Okay. I'm gonna switch your thinking. If I was to go today and tell you, today, you, both of you, today, can go out and get a listing. Do you think you can do it? Today. Not tomorrow, today.
With what we know right now.
If I say today, you're gonna go out and get a listing. You have only today to get a listing. Where are you going?
Family.
Where are you going?
I'll say social. No, not social media.
I love the way you're thinking. You're gonna change your mind on quick. If I was to say today, you have only today to get your business. You go call your family all day long. None of them is ready to sell. Right? You lost the competition. Mm-hmm. You go to social media. All right, whatever. People on social media to eat popcorn and.
Talk more than.
Where are you going today? If I tell you you only have today to go get a listing, where are you going? You're only going one spot. You're going to a for sale by owner.
Or sell by owner. Okay.
Or you're going to an expired listing. Why am I going to an expired listing or to a for sale by owner today?
Because for sale by owner is ready to sell, obviously.
Thank you. They already raised their hand and said, I want to sell.
Yeah.
I want to sell. I'm ready to sell. I'm not a family member who may sell, may not sell. I'm not social media who we're just...
For sale by owner. Yeah, he's looking at.
Where's the for sale by owner?
It's gonna be the top.
He's right here.
Yeah.
This is where A, for sale by owner is. Yes? What is the problem with the for sale by owner here?
That it's gonna go down after.
Okay. What else?
Have someone already there checking up on him.
Let's talk about you. What is the problem between you and the for sale by owner here?
No trust. Doesn't know you like your trust.
This. Perfect. 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 So the for sale by owner is where, in terms of the need, he's here. Mm-hmm. But what's missing for my for sale by owner?
No like trust.
No like or trust. So when I'm calling, they have no idea who I am. Hi, this is Mahmoud calling from Grab. Just sir, thank you. I'm not looking to work with an agent. Thank you. I have an agent. If I want an agent, I have an agent. Right? They're giving you all kinds of, because they don't know you.
Right.
I would do the same thing if somebody just calls me and say, hey, I'm thinking I'm all set. Right? Over time, and staying in touch with them, I'm going to become front and center on their mind. Maybe the first time they don't talk to me or they're not interested. The second time they may be open to it. The third time I might provide them some value. The fourth time, so on and so forth, but it requires follow-up. The problem is, and that's why real estate agents that do it and do it at a high level earn a higher income, is because they don't let that, they understand it's a numbers game. I got to call so many for sale by owners. One of them is bound to meet with me. And once they meet with me, two things can happen.
You like or don't like.
It's hit. And two things can happen from my end.
You get a yes or no?
I like them or I don't like them. I might show up and I'll be like, I really can't help them. I really can't help these people. Or they may come in and they say, thank you, what we heard is good. They just don't, we're not gonna, right? But at least I have more chances at bat. I can keep the ball off the ground more, correct? So, why am I also talking about expireds? Who are expireds?
People that were listed but didn't get the sale.
Correct. So these are people who actually hired an agent.
They're no longer.
They hired an agent and the property did not sell. Where are they on this?
Also on top.
They're also on top. Expireds are also here. Maybe here a little bit. You know why? There's a little bit of disappointment. There's a little bit of like, man, we were so excited.
Might not sell, yeah.
We were so excited to sell. So excited. Our balloon got deflated a little bit. But with the right proper task, with the right proper skill, with the right proper conversations, I'm going to go back to the very beginning. With the right proper job that I do, I might be able to turn them around. But remember, why do I even have the chance to talk to them? Is because I'm here. I'm actually doing the relationship part. I'm trying to build a relationship with them. Right? Yeah. Okay. Is this making sense? 100%. Okay. So business today is only going to come from two of these. Business today will only come from two of these. So in other words, if I give you an assignment, I say today, Tuesday, you're going to go out and get a listing. You're not going to go put a billboard on Ford Road.
You gotta find them for sale by owners.
Or an expired.
Yeah.
And you're going to call them. And you're going to try to get the listing today. Well, what if I say you didn't get it today? How about tomorrow? Who are you going to call?
Same people.
How about the day after?
Same people.
For business today, for the same day business, that's what you're going to do. That's what's going to earn you. This is what's going to earn you a paycheck. Does that make sense? This is what will pay the bills. But guess what? We didn't sign up in this business to pay the bills and earn a paycheck.
Create a career.
If I wanted to pay the bills and earn a paycheck, I would have went and got a regular job. 9 to 5, I would have gotten a paycheck. And it would have been a job, and I would have been fine, and I would have been a robot, and I jump in, and I do it every day, and I jump in, and I do it every day. I don't want to do that. I want to build a life worth living, a career worth having, right? So for me to do so, I have to understand that I am only going to do this to help me get on my feet and build the paycheck. I am more interested in turning this for sale by owner into a client for life. I am looking to stay in touch with this for sale by owner so that year 3, year 4, my business is the phone ringing in. Yep. Hey, Tommy. Hey, Mahmoud. Thank you for helping us. Hey, my sister's moving from Iowa and she's looking for a property in she's thinking the Redford, Livonia area. Would you something be able to help him with? How great is this phone call? Beautiful. Comes in highly referred, trusting, liking me. They're going to get to know me and Since my brother trusts you, I'm gonna trust you. Get the idea? Now, say, well, listen, man, I know, but I really want to do something a little bit more. It's okay. I know. I don't want to do it daily, even though lead gen on a daily basis is the name of the game. If you do not do this on a daily basis, you inshallah will become successful. It's going to take you a longer time. It's just going to take you a longer period. Be prepared to be in a longer journey of searching. I'm giving you the formula for making it immediate success. Outside of here is business today. How about business in 1 year? Where do I go to get business in 1 year?
I feel like for that is when you go to like family and friends and people you
Perfect.
previously know.
Perfect.
Social media.
Perfect. Exactly. Family, friends, social media, they're all great. Now, I may get lucky and some family want to buy right now or sell right now. Okay, great. It's not the norm, but I might get lucky. I might get lucky and some of my friends want to buy or not buy. But I want to stay in touch with them over that year period. You also, in this, you will be doing what we call farming. Farming. Farming is another form of lead generation for business later. What does a farmer do?
Like the seed and water until it grows.
Seed,
You'll have a nice harvest one day.
water, watch it grows, cleans, right? And then harvests. Right? Isn't that what they do? The funny part about it, people think seed. But you know what the farmer does before seed?
Cultivates.
Cultivates. He preps you can't just throw seed.
Right.
Right now you can take $1,000 and throw flyers aimlessly. Is that going to get us anything? No. The smart thing to do is I identify what farm, what area do I want to put my attention or focus on?
Where the good land is.
And how am I going to prep that land? How am I going to prep my database? And then I'm going to take my seeds. And what are the form of seeds? The form of seeds could be flyers, could be phone calls, could be emails, could be door knocking, could be walking the neighborhood, right? Could be inviting them to an event. Could be. There's a lot of different things that you could be doing, right? In terms of seeding and watering. Watering means I check on it. If you don't water it, what would happen? So if I don't call these people in my farm, they're not going to know me. They'll be like, oh yeah, I remember the guy. Man, it's funny. We got like maybe 15 flyers from him. But he stopped. Or he never called us. Or never heard from him. So I got to water it. And then I watch it grow. Now, what happens when a farmer sees weed growing? What do they do? They clean it, they pluck it, they remove it, right? You're going to be removing bad data from your neighborhood. Someone moved. Someone said, I got the wrong number. Oh yeah, Tommy never lived here. Tommy hasn't lived here in 5 years. Please take us off your list. That's cleaning. And then, doing it over time, crops are going to grow and you're going to be able to harvest. Does that make sense? Farming takes time. Farming isn't business that's going to happen today. This is business that's going to happen over time. A year is before you can start seeing results from farming. I went on a listing appointment and the lady had probably 18 or 19 postcards from me. Sitting on her counter. Okay. Like she gets them. She just never had the need. She was here.
And you got her at the top.
At the time when she was ready, she thought of me because she's like, I've been getting all these postcards from you. Like, I see them all the time. I'm like, oh my God, that's beautiful. It's like, yeah. So I knew when we were ready, we're going to call you.
So, quick question. I got a question for you.
Yes.
You're saying you mail these out to them?
Yeah, this was mail. This was postcard. Part of my farming.
Is there like a process to that?
Yeah, we can teach it. When we teach farming, we'll teach you how to do it. But that was part of it.
Absolutely, okay.
The follow-up to it could be a phone call. The follow-up could it be a phone call to get their email. The follow-up could be me. Hi, how are you? Okay, hi. I've been mailing you stuff to the house. Oh yeah, I see your face. Yes, how you doing? Good. Or someone might be like, hi, yeah, I'm not interested. It's okay. Rejection is part of the game. If you are going to take rejection as a detriment to your business, you're not going to go far. You have to accept rejection. You have to accept the fact that in this business, not everyone's going to want to deal with me. That's okay. But there are enough people out there that want to deal with me. That's how you're going to think about it. We want to think of the glass half full, not the glass half empty. The problem with the real estate agents not making it is they're thinking of the glass half. I don't want to be saying. I don't want to hear no. Man, they're so rude. I don't want to call for sale by owners. They're so rude. True. But if you take every rude conversation as a motivation, as a catalyst, as an enzyme for you to go find that one for sale by owner who's, man, I wish someone can help me. If you take those no's, right, as a motivation to go find the yes, you're going to do great in this business. If you take those no's to just hang the phone, get up and walk outside and go do your own thing, then you're not going to do it. That's why the amount of earning that you do in this business, the sky is the limit. But how many people reach the sky or do the limit or get the earning that they need there? Very few. Those who choose to do it at a high level end up earning the high income. Does that make sense? Now, to wrap it up, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to hang on. You're going to need to hang on to every opportunity at meeting people. Every chance you have at getting in front of someone, you want to get in front of someone. You're going to need to get good at mining your database. Do you know much about mining?
The basics.
Tell me.
It's like real mining.
Mining, yeah. Just like farming, mining.
Until you hit gold, for example.
You keep
Digging.
digging until you hit gold. So in your database, what is your goal in working or in mining your database?
Keep digging until you hit a lead.
Keep digging, keep working your database. You keep cleaning, you keep working, you keep cleaning, you keep working. 2 ways to go about database. One is the right way, one is the wrong way. 2 ways about going on database. One is the right way, one is the wrong way. But both are needed and both follow each other. Ready? 2 ways to grow your database. You can grow it horizontally. Okay? Or you can grow it vertically. Both are needed, but if you continue with one, it's going to be the wrong way to go about it. And let me explain. If I give you a contact or a database or a lead or whatever, what are some features of that lead? What do you know about that lead? Name. What else?
Phone number.
Maybe the phone number. What else?
Maybe the area they're in now.
Possibly. What else?
Their interests?
But yeah, if that could be something you need to know or might know. What else? Email? What else? Address?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. This, number of kids, where they work, hobbies. Get it? See how deep I'm going?
Yeah.
I'm going vertical. If I know this much about my lead versus I have a name and the phone number. It's really all I know. Which one has a higher chance of me connecting to and actually conducting business with and being able to speak to?
Vertical.
Vertical. I know this guy loves golf. He's nearing retirement. His kids have moved out. He's thinking about moving to a retirement community. I come across something that has to do with golf. I can call and say, hey, Tommy, did you watch the Masters this coming weekend? The Masters coming up this Thursday. Are you going to be watching it? Oh, great. Who are you rooting for? Oh, yeah, do that. We're connecting. Versus I have a name and phone number. I have no idea. So it is important that you grow your database originally. Important to grow it horizontally. Important to have
The foundation, basically.
yes, but then I wanna get granular and get deep.
Okay.
So if I have 1,000 names and phone number, my goal should be to call every single one of them. My goal is to call each one. And my goal for calling each and every one of them is every time I try to attempt to call, I want to learn something about them. So if I have a name and phone number and I'm calling and saying, hey, we're updating our records, I don't happen to have an email for you. What's a good email? Now I have a new piece of information that I can build my puzzle. I'm going to be emailing you. Is it okay to follow up with you on the email? Yep, okay, good. I'm going to email you that stuff. So the more touches I do, the more it's going to help me dig deep into, the more conversations I have with them, their interest is going to pop. Their hobby is going to pop. Their conversation about, oh, we can't go on a showing because I got to take my daughter to dance competition. Oh, your daughter dances? I didn't know that. My brother danced. My sister, whatever. Find where you can connect so you can get to know more. So eventually, what I'm going to do with the 1,000 names I have,
You're gonna break them down.
I might have 20 to 50 that I know very well, that I know very deep. And those are the ones that I'm going to be having the context with over time, so that when the life events happen and they're ready, they're going to think of me. Not all 1,000 are going to think of me. It's impossible. Unless I connected with all 1,000 and they get to know them. But over time, I'm building a relationship so that when they're ready, they're going to do it. So my goal, your goal, every day is mining your database. You grab a lead, make sure you try to get in touch with that lead. Try to meet that lead. It's a lot easier to connect with people face to face. We can talk on the phone all we want.
100%.
But when I can't feel you,
Put a face to the name, it's much better.
when I can't feel you, when I can't engage you, when I can't get to know you, when I can't get to understand oh man, I like this guy. Smells good, looks good, dresses good, speaks sharply. I like him. Right? You know what? I'm glad we met. I'm glad we can just put it on a different level than simply, hey, how you doing? Good. How are you?
Give more trust.
This is a relationship business. So my goal on a daily basis is going to be a few things. I got to grow my database, or I got to add to my database. So add, grow, meet, which is FaceTime. My goal is to add to my database, grow my database, and get on a meeting or a face-to-face appointment.
Quick question.
Yes, sir.
So I was in sales, but this was a long time ago. There was a portal that before we contacted whatever lead, it would show them on the do not contact list.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got the same.
It's going to be the same thing. You're going to have a TCPA.
So individually, you put in the number, make sure they're not on the do not call list, and at that point, you would either.
They may be on the list already. So when you're using what is it, Mojo, Randy? Vulcan 7, Redex, Mojo Dialer. If somebody's on the do not call list, it will show on there. They're on a do not call.
Right.
So it will flag it for you.
Okay.
Sometimes they're not flagged, but you might be calling someone and someone says, take me off your list, put me on a do not call. Yes, you have the ability to put them on a do not call.
One last question.
And by the way, please don't do what some of these other agents do. They keep calling. The fine right now, the way the fines are set up, they're really going after. They're going after people like crazy.
One last question regarding the calls. What about text messages?
Same.
You get text.
No, same thing. The text message is easier because they can block you too. They can block the text message, but it's the same thing. Take me off your list. That means take me off your mass text list. That's why you have the option to
My
unsubscribe.
question is, instead of calling them, let's say you called them once, twice, no answer, you
Sure.
left a voicemail.
Sure.
Are you allowed to send a text message?
Sure, of course, you're allowed to email.
Okay, cool.
You're allowed to mail.
We weren't allowed to text them. We were
You're
just
allowed. You're
call
allowed to
them.
door knock.
Okay,
Again, remember, you don't know what's going to work.
right,
Some people connect better over phone. Some people connect better over text.
right,
I have clients that if I text them, they'll never answer.
right.
But the
They
minute
answer right away.
the minute I call, they pick up. I have clients that don't text, don't call, but trust me, I email them. They email me back within a minute because they're on their desktop at work and the email pops, and that's how they work. Some people never answer the phone, but they text. Never, they don't even know what their email is.
We get
But
leads that say text only.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
So we'll specify like their preference.
Sometimes.
yeah. So we're gonna find out what works. We're gonna find out how we're gonna connect. The idea is I want to connect.
Right.
What it takes to connect, to each, it's gonna be different. And we're gonna be doing a lot of lessons, inshallah. Like as you come, we're gonna talk about different personalities, how you connect with different personalities. We're gonna talk about like the farming, the lead gen, and all that stuff. There's also, we're doing that course, the Breakthrough 120 that you guys are gonna be in. That's gonna be top. We're gonna teach you everything. It's gonna teach you everything about lead gen, social media, open houses, so on and so forth. And then activity attached to it.
What day is that one?
We're gonna launch it. It's a 120-day program. The first section of it is a week, and then for 120 days, you're going to be doing activities as it relates to this.
They expect you to sell a certain amount? Or
You're going to be getting 9+. Yeah, the success on it is 9+ agreements
Yeah.
within that time frame, and you can repeat that class 120. You can do the other 120 and the other 120, and you're looking at 27, which let's call it 30 transactions. Average sales price in our area, let's call it 200. So average commission, 6,000, 180,000. If you do the class the entire year, potentially what you could be making. Now, is that something?
Is that what the average is in Dearborn? 200?
Yeah, I'd say 225. Yeah,
No, didn't it?
no, 225, 225,
Last
230.
year, I'm saying, did it change?
235, 225 average. Yeah. All right. Any questions on what we discussed?
Beautiful, man.
Not at all.
Good?
Good.
Understood.
All right, guys. Okay.